everybody. Trying out the Bluetooth headphones for today, just because I'm too far away from the camera and everything to hook up the lovely corded ones that sound so nice. So, wanted to do a live today on just some quick love to the feet and the hands. And I'm sorry if I sound congested or whatever. I guess we're in pollen season here in Virginia. So, something that I have with me at almost all times, even when I travel, if I go to a hotel or if I travel to family or something like that, I always have a tennis ball, and I always have it here by my desk especially. Now, you want to give your hands and your feet some love, and what I mean by that is most of us have heard of rolling or SMR or myofascial release, etc., etc. And basically what that is it's a form of self-massage that helps release the fascia around the muscles. The fascia is basically like a web that honestly connects everything to everything. So you could be having something off in your feet and it could cause a pain in your neck. You know, it's amazing how the body's connected. But I'm going to keep this brief. Try to anyways, you know how I roll. So anyways, starting with our tennis ball here. And I encourage doing this not on a hard surface, but on something like I have a little rug here. So only put as much pressure as you're comfortable, but we're going to go ahead and kind of roll the whole foot. See if you find any sticky spots. Once you get accustomed to doing this for a while, you may actually want to apply pressure and dig a little deeper. But I'm going to carefully go to the outside as much as possible. I've got my other foot in here to kind of keep me stable, because I actually have the tennis ball riding along the edge here, and it could just pop out at any time, so I want to keep that under control. Alright, and just start with the arch of the foot. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that well enough for what I'm doing. Then if you need to, you find a sticky spot, you're like, oh, that's tight. You can stay there, and or you can apply some extra pressure. You want to breathe, alright? It should not be like painful. Like it may be uncomfortable, there may be discomfort, but there should not be like pain. We don't want pain, alright? And just finding a nice juicy spot that is particular to you. Right now I'm just underneath of my big toe knuckle, and I can definitely feel some tension in there. Now, I've been doing this a couple of times already today. When I'm sitting at my desk, I love to take that time to roll my feet while I'm working with clients or creating content or what have you. Just a great use of time while you're doing that, to give the feet some love. You know, you already did your workout, or you walked around the theme park, you know. Good for that too. If you're going out of town, you go to a theme park or something like that, roll your feet in the morning, roll your feet in the evening. Alright. I'm kind of trying to dig into the front area, right in front of the heel, and I can definitely get some feedback there. But you kind of get the gist. I'm just going to do the one foot, and you guys are welcome to go ahead and do another. And then either when I'm done or in between, I'll actually kind of wiggle the foot around, and I will likely get some cracking and popping and various things. There goes one now. But what happens, especially with the feet, you know, we use them so much. We just don't give them enough respect for all that they do for us. You know, they keep us up. And tension, I guess the tension in your feet could cause pain in your neck. Basically what happens is if, you know, everything is not, you know, I don't want to say loose, but loose and mobile, there we go, and functioning, you end up with really tight muscles and tight fascia, and that can come up into the calf and just keep going from there. And then of course we would want to do our other foot. Now, if you don't have a golf ball, that's fine, but you can buy either of these things at Walmart fairly inexpensively. A couple of things on the hands: you can use the golf ball, you could use the tennis ball, you could even use the golf ball under your foot, but I recommend that for someone who's very experienced with doing this. Like, a golf ball is harder, it's smaller, it's going to create a more precise point of pressure. So if you're not ready for that, then hello, Nancy. If you're not ready for that particular point of pressure on your feet, please don't do it, because you'll just end up tightening up and messing up what you're trying to do. But we'll just come with our golf ball here, and I'm not pressing really hard. You can press as hard as you would want to. I am trying to shift the golf ball around so that it kind of comes up here. Hey! And then it comes to the center, and then all down and around. And then if you really want to take just like a break, and I don't have, you could do it, oh, we got a double whammy. I'm going to do my thigh too. Now, you could put your hand on a stable surface like the rug or your yoga mat, and you could just hang out and do it. Maybe a little extra pressure, find a nice spot. Get into that thumb meat, the meat of that thumb right there. We get a lot of tension in there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm actually kind of pressing up through here. So this webbing, I'm getting deep into that webbing there. And careful on the outside so it doesn't slip off. Yoga pants are probably not the best option for this. They're a little slippery. And then even between the knuckles, I encourage you to do that with your feet too. Use the tennis ball, get in between the knuckles of your toesies, down where, right in here. Oh yeah, that's the business. Okay, and these are things that, depending on your workspace, you could do at, yes, see, Nancy knows what I'm talking about. You could do this in your workspace, depending on your workspace. If you have a place where people are weird or whatever, that's fine. Something you can also do, if you don't have, for your hands anyways, that you can do for, instead of your golf ball, we can take the hand like so, and we'll apply pressure from the center, and then we're going to stop right here at the base of the hand where it meets the wrist, and you're probably going to get some what my sister used to call pain bubbles. So it'll almost feel like those little tiny bubbles moving or popping underneath. That's totally normal if you've never felt that before. If you're a massage therapist, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're accustomed to it on poor stiff people. But this is just a good way to take care of the hands and the feet. They both do so much for us, and we all know that, you know, a lot of people have issues with plantar fasciitis and carpal tunnel and things like that, and it all starts at those extremities. So you want to take care of those extremities so you don't get something tight here and then it comes up further and causes a problem. So I hope that this is helpful. If it is, please share it with somebody. I will make this video public so that people can share it, because I do believe in doing our best to live a pain-free or as little pain as possible existence. And see, I'm enjoying it now. So everybody, I hope the sound was okay. I'm going to double check it in a minute. And this is Coach Beth with Viking Vitality signing off and hoping that you have an awesome day. Go take care of those toesies and those fingers.